Also, I'm not sure if you noticed, but the announcers actually saying both teams' names here, because I think they end up doing the announcers for the last chance qualifiers as well. So very cool to see two teams technically TI. Now it's maybe a little bit less TI than Evil Geniuses.
So they were at Southeast Asia. They were in Singapore.
In the player hotel. It's true. It's true.
They indeed had even neph there. They didn't give you a bed, but they had you there.
They gave me a bed. I had my own room.
They gave you a pull-out couch.
No, that was at the boot camp.
Oh, my bad.
I had my own hotel room.
Oh, okay.
I had a huge ass bed when I was at the Singapore. That hotel they had us in was pretty nice.
Back to the draft that we have not talked about a single time in the last 8 minutes.
Yeah.
We have first pick Hoodwink, response Tusk Snapfire, 8 pick Primal Beast, 15 pick Disruptor, response Jakiro and Sven into an 18 pick Venno. Nouns will have the next pick coming out as band phase into the last pick from Evil Geniuses. And we are on that last band phase now.
Yeah, I very much like the draft here from EG. I'm going to be honest with you. Great kiting potential against both the Primal Beast and the Sven. In the form of Disruptor and Venomancer. Tusk as well. I think does a pretty good job at kiting out Primal Beast and interrupting a lot of his abilities. So BKB is going to be extremely necessary. I think even with that, they're going to struggle a little bit.
10 seconds remaining.
Just due to the fact that you do have your BKB piercing disable, you can stall out BKB with Snowball. I hate to say it, but I prefer EG's lineup so far.
Yeah, I mean their lineup feels like it's as long as they can get the right carry to fit the draft. And again, they have the counter pick, so they should be able to get a good carry counter pick. And it makes a lot of sense the way their draft functions. I mean, this Tusk hero is very strong, very powerful, and they have the right tools to kite around a Sven. I mean, sure he can BKB, but then BKB will end inevitably, and at that point, then it's like, all right, as long as you're not dead, then you have a problem.
5 seconds remaining.
Morphling picked up or banned out last. Just concerned about Ishio's that fight into this Sven super well and stand their ground against him, I suppose. Last ban coming out from Evil Geniuses. I mean,
Nouns turn to pick.
get rid of the Naga Siren and the Ember Spirit. They do still need a mid laner. Probably just concerned about Gunnar picking his signature hero in the mid.
There's makes sense doing that. I like that they even ban the Naga as well, just in case it's like a support Sven. Like this Naga hero has been very powerful.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact stats, but every time I watch it, it feels like either it wins or it takes over and loses.
Yeah. It didn't end up getting nerfed a little bit, lost some armor and whatnot. But I guess just the Ember ban was gotten rid of there. Due to the fact that everyone was kind of mad at Infinity for not banning out the Ember Spirit against Gunnar, and they're just popping off in that third game of that series. You were there.
Definitely, I mean, his finest individual performance in that series. Like he was, he had a by his standards rough game 1 and 2, and then game 2 is like, you know what? I hear the haters. I'm going to be the best player in the server game 3, and he definitely
he was the protagonist that game.
It feels good.
Turn around. Whoa there.
They ended up grabbing a sniper as a last pick. Okay, they have one way of getting on top of the Tusk, and they can just last pick counter to this one. The question is where the sniper's going. Probably mid.
I mean, you would know better than I would. Maybe it's like support Sven, carry sniper, mid Primal Beast, but I'm not sure.
I ain't leaking strats.
I don't know, man. I mean, we're gonna find out very soon. There's only a minute. You're right. It's better not to do that, but we're a minute away from the reserve time being exhausted on EG, so we'll have our answer very soon. I mean, a lot of the carries that traditionally are really good against the sniper, if it ends up being a sniper carry, either they're banned or they're not good right now, which is the problem. So I'm not exactly sure where they're going to go. But there's a number of either heroes with built-in stuff to get on top of the sniper. I mean, obviously Spectre and Mage both can do that. Both are kind of bad right now. Or just more ideally a Blink Dagger buyer. That's a Blink Dagger buyer right there.
Blink Dagger buyer, and also there's a reasonable time getting on top of the sniper prior to that. I mean, there's going to be Gunnar on the sniper and Jensen on the Sven. Okay, so the CK, once he gets the Blink Dagger, sniper has a very rough time, but you can just get yourself like your Aghanim Shard and Concussive Grenade. And yes, he's going to get like his auto attack off on you at first, but as long as you can like BKB Concussive Grenade as Chaos Knight like blinks on top of you, you can escape him. And then the Chaos Knight is kind of out of position. You can just kind of beat him down. It owns the hell out of it. But they've got reasonable heroes for getting on top of Sniper. Tusk and Chaos Knight are good at it. I think Sven and Primal Beast are going to get easily kited around by the Venomancer and Disruptor. So
10 seconds
I'm a little bit concerned about how how this laning phase is going to go at the very least. If you can get through the laning phase the first couple of team fights, I do like Nouns' draft here. But it's definitely a little bit wacky.
I do have one throwback moment to mention, though, from I think 2013. EG versus Na'Vi. EG Fear on the Sven. Daedalus critting an entire pack of both CK Illusions.
Continue.
The crit to end all crits. I'm sure if you're Janssen, that's the North American energy you want to channel right now.
Just be like Fear in 2013.
It was a lot of damage. I mean, it was a big crit at the time. Those of us, the contemporaries of us at the time, were like, oh my god. He's so good at carrying, and then he ended up winning a TI. It was pretty good. Love me some Clinton Loomis, one of the all-time greats.
Do you remember there's like a Fear set for Sven? I don't know if he has it equipped. I don't even know what it looks like. I'm going to be honest with you.
I think it has a much bigger shield if memory serves. Like, it has like a big shield.
Yeah.
And I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think it's the sword from that. But
by the way,
the shield from that.
This is relevant, by the way, because Fear was on Evil Geniuses, so
it was. You know, we're going full circle with it's like 4 different references, all of them moderately good.
Show me that Sven win rate. All right, they don't have much good to say. 5 MVPs the last 20 though. Yami's popping off recently.
I am ready for the artist formerly known as Yves Saint Laurent to pop off in the Sven. Or at the least, if you're a Nouns fan, you're hoping for that. If you are just joining us, welcome to game number 1 of EG taking on Nouns. Both of these teams are coming off a series win in their opener in the playoff bracket. The winner will play TSM in the winners finals. Loser heads on over to the losers finals to play, I believe, Beast Coast. So my name is Badger. I'm joined by the always great Neph Sensei, and I think we're going to be in for some fantastic Dota 2.
I am excited. Gunner Sniper, certainly high skill hero. We can really highlight Gunner's level of play.
The funny part is, I think you're not even being ironic at that one. Like Sniper,
I think Gunner is a very high level player, but I don't believe in Sniper.
I mean, okay, the skill floor and the skill ceiling, okay, mostly the skill ceiling, it has raised immensely over the years. Before it was just, you used to right-click things. Now you have, abilities. You've got take aim, you've got concussive grenade with an negative shard. You press buttons now.
You do be pressing buttons.
I think that's a huge advancement.
We'll have to see how this one goes. No action going to happen off the bat here at the beginning of the game. Disruptor, Panda here, starts with 3 mangoes. You love to see it. Thunder Strike does a ton of damage inside the lane, so you are going to struggle here on moves. Started Primal Beast, 2 branches, boots.
With those boots, he managed to snag that rune. It's 3 runes for Nouns.
3 runes for Nouns. Impressive stuff. Let me open up the win probability right now. Yep.
It has gone up. 52. That's a 2% shift just from that play from Moo.
Yeah, man. 18% more net worth than EG has right now. Ain't looking good for them. Yeah.
I feel like this is a hard game because I feel like I'm biased in favor of both teams, Yeah,
this is going to be a hard lane for Mook. I like what they're doing immediately off the bat. They see that Mook has come to lane with no regen. Panda just dropped a Thunder Strike on him. I'm surprised that... Well, he doesn't drop the Chaos Bolt onto him right away because he's not able to get into melee range with him. I think if he tried to approach, he'd probably just get... He's got Acorn Shot, not Bushwhack on Lelis.
There's a lot in the curry, though. There's tangos for Moo and a tango salve set for Lelis, so there's plenty of regen to keep Moo alive in this lane.
Yeah, and I'll probably pass the tangos over to Moo, just to keep him sustained in this lane. So not going to be easy to run him down because of these boots, but again, burning through his regen I think is going to be the name of the game down here in the bottom lane. So I do like how they've started.
Speaking of needing regen, top lane as well. There's a lot of spam going on over there. Yamsun, he has a shared tango right now. He's going to need a lot more regen than that. He's man fighting in the shards right now, but he'll walk on away. Alive, but severely damaged.
Yeah. Stormbolt's still on cooldown for a little bit now. But yeah, burning through the majority of Sven's HP. Husky's going to have to pass him a bunch of tangos, unfortunately.
That's Husky's job, though, It's like, alright, hello, carry. Here's my tangos. I will now cast a mango to use dual breath. All be well.
Yeah. Almost went down on Gunner in the mid lane. It looked like Chris managed to get on top of him, but couldn't finish him off, unfortunately. Fighting him underneath the shrapnel, but yeah, both are going to be pretty low here in the mid lane. Gunnar opting to go 2-point shrapnel here. I mean, it will be pushing the lane, so easy to secure those water runes with it.
Back to top lane, big man fight. Matthew and Yamsun both low. Seems like Matthew might die first. He'll snowball through, looking for the stun. Both are dropping. First blood will go to Matthew, and it'll immediately die. Husky, however, wants to get a double kill. He moves to Whisper. Whisper's on the run. Pops his fairy fire. I think it's 3 more hits for the kill. There's 1 hit. There's 2 hits. Looks for the third. Whisper is juking. He's regenning up. The tangles are too much. The flag bearer as well. He'll gale Husky. Husky still wants it. He gets the kill. A double kill for Nouns' very own Husky. But Matthew has respawned. He wants vengeance, but in comes Yamsun with the war cry, keeping Husky alive.
So he held the snowball there on Matthew. He was waiting for Yamsun to throw out the storm bolt. That's why he didn't end up committing it. Knew he wouldn't be able to find Jakiro. They would have taken a lot of damage there had he committed the snowball before the storm bolt comes out. So reason for hesitation there. He wouldn't have found the kill if he had committed the snowball.
Thank you, Def.
You're welcome. Well, just for anyone who's going to say press your buttons, Matthew, there's a reason why you didn't press the button.
I'm happy.
Yeah, they tried to turn around the snowball there, but unfortunately, turn rate stopped him from getting that one off.
I feel like something's about to happen bottom lane. I have a weird feeling, but meanwhile, top lane, we're seeing Yamsun slapping Matthew. I'm immensely scared of missing a kill bottom lane for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Oh, you'll be fine. Actually, only.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We're 2 grown adults. Yeah. Casting Dota 2, we can figure this out. We'll catch the kills. Speaking of possible kills, top lane, Matthew's going in. Gale hit on Husky. Stormbolt the response. Both supports are low. Dual breath on 2. Snowball fall. Both are on the inside. Both are hitting Husky, and he will die to EG's Whisper. Their second kill of the game.
Yeah. Yamsun opts to move back instead of try to continue onto Matthew. Sees that he's got a wand with 7 charges and a fairy fire. He's not going to be able to finish him off like that. So
bottom lane, they're going on in. They want the kill on Lelis. They want to kill the squirrel, and they will. The kill goes to Panda. I caught it, Neph. I hope you caught it too.
I caught the tail end of that one.
Back to top lane again. Snowball will be under the tower. They want to bring down Yamsun before Matthew dies, and they will do so.
Okay.
So again, a lot
Husky's
of XP for
the
Husky.
now.
He's level 4.
Yeah, that's just how this one works. Unfortunately, Husky is now the core inside this lane.
Yeah, we have seen some support Svens recently, so
I mean,
there's enough flexibility.
Man's a sick Chen player. He's kind of a beast when he finds gold. I don't know. Jakiro's a nice hero to have it on as well.
Man, this is an exciting laning phase. I mean, we almost had to kill middle lane as well. That's one of the rarer ones. Though at this point, both Chris Luck, aka C Smile, and Gunnar are nice and healed up.
Yeah.
Chris Luck has the bottle and fairy fire. Gunnar as well as a salve in case he needs it. Over to top lane, good ice shards catches Husky. Dual breath comes in, snowball falls, stormbolt hits on Tusk. Matthew and Whisper focus Jakiro. He'll ice path on Tusk alone. Whisper, he's kiting around, wants those earn charges. Husky's down to 150 HP. He's still running under the tier 2 tower. That's a big deal. Wait, shards? Oh, the shards!
Ooh.
And that's +2 earned charges for Whisper. That's a very big deal with this Fennel build.
Yeah. Biding his time, got as close to the tower as he could get there on Matthew, and just snipe him with the ice shards. Looking good.
Radiant structures are
And they're diving. They know they have an offensive earn charge. They have the shards. They have a tag team. They have a Gale. And Yamsun on the inside of the shards. Down come the wards from Whisper, but in comes
unfortunately,
his
the creeps
teammate
are
Husky.
blocking him.
Yamsun's 2/3 HP. Lelis TP's in. Whisper's low on HP. A good snowball, but not good enough. Into that path once again. Bushback hits on both.
Nice
thanks
rotation.
to Lelis. Whisper is dead, and thanks to a nice rotation. They're looking for its Matthew as well.
Ooh,
There's
good body
juking. There's
blocks.
blocking. He's trying to
He's
escape.
gonna block him on the other side as
Lelis
well.
again!
Lelis?
He's trapped!
He's just built
entirely
different.
trapped!
He can't do
There's no
anything.
leaving!
Oh, it tried to give it to Sven, but Raindrop ended up saving him. So Lelis ends up taking it. Sick rotation, sick body blocks. What a gamer. What an absolute gamer. I'm impressed.
He's just too good.
Yeah. We gotta give that man a raise.
you make it happen, yo. That's your job. Where were we? I mean, look at Moo. It's important that Moo did not get too zoned away during that, because obviously with no hoodwink in this lane, it's a little more dangerous, but he has done his best to not get gone on by a very deadly CK Disruptor combination, and he's getting some good XP in this lane still. So across the map, it's looking pretty good for Nouns, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say it's still relatively even. Matthew now invading the jungle, placing Sentry Observer for the mid lane. Setting up behind Gunner. I mean, they're hoping that they try to punish him for just shooting auto attacks off in the tower here.
Speaking of punish, bottom lane, they knew moves alone, and this time they bring in 3. C-Smile, the Hoodwink mid, brings in the rotation to bring down the Moo Primal Beast, but back to the mid tower. It is moderately damaged, about half HP right now.
Yeah, so the gambit of like sitting these 2 support heroes behind Gunner didn't pay off, unfortunately. They end up getting a kill off on a Moo instead.
Or to Matthew, actually. He tanks Ice Path. Will snowball to the creep. I think Nouns know that. Shrapnel will slow him up once again. The kill will go to...
Nope.
Gunner.
Oh, it just barely got him the last tick of that shrapnel. He maxed it out, too.
If he didn't have that last tick of damage as well, there was no shrapnels left.
Yeah.
That was their last bit of damage.
Yeah, he doesn't have Assassinate either. Opted not to put any points into it. Picard's going to try to trade with Moo here. I think Moo
He's got the onslaught. He'll be fine.
Yeah, got a little bit of extra armor from that one. But yeah, not level 6 on Moo, so doesn't trade back with him or drop the Pulverize.
Keep level 6 relatively soon, though. But before that happens, Matthew wants to ensure that Moo gets punished. They killed him once. They want to kill him twice. Problem is, look who's there. It's his buddy, his lane mate, Lelis, returning to the lane for the first time in about 3 minutes.
Oh, welcome back.
Wait,
I mean,
mid lane.
Ended up
Whoa!
missing that.
He caught him with the Mortimer's Kisses on the jungle creep. Under vision.
Yeah.
His ward here keeping vision on this camp, and there was too much damage.
Oh my god, I completely missed that. That was such...
Yeah, it's a
That's
huge
actually
surprise.
so sick.
Wow.
Now they commit on the Moo. Snowball forward. Don't know Walrus Punch.
Good pushback there is on both. Moo turns to Pulverize, trying to bring down Matthew. Cancelled by Canaboo's glimpse. Onslaught forward. Matthew dead, but in comes C-Smile. Has an ulti that plenty of other spells to cast. Double kill for Gunner. C-Smile gets 1. Currently a 2 for 1, but in comes Yamsun. Pushback. Stormbolt is online. He's respawned into the fight, and they want mid Snapfire. They want the punish. Yamsun wants vengeance for his death, but no, Gunner gets it regardless. Triple kill for the sniper. 9 kills now for now. That's 9 to 8 kills. It's a very fun game so far.
Yeah, a lot of action happening here. Disruptor taking over into the mid lane. Just gonna drop that onto Gunner right away. I mean, what was the net worth change? I mean, that was a pretty significant win there for Nouns. They managed to catch 3. Unfortunate that they lost Moo in that one. But man plays Sacrificial Pause 3.
Yeah. He's been around the pro scene for, what, like 8 years now. He's been there, done that. Sometimes he got sacrificed.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower has
Speaking of
been
Moo,
denied.
he denies that top T1 tower. Tower, unfortunately dead, but at least the goal was saved to an extent. So we watched another mid Hoodwink earlier today. Initially had Boots of Travel in the quick buy, and they're going for an Agnum Scepter. C-Smile, no hesitation. Right now, straight going into the Ags.
Yes. I like it. I mean, this is a lot of burst damage. You get this one early. It is super good. It also gives you, I mean, like, saves you from getting a Blink Dagger on the Tusk or the Chaos Knight early on, and still get you on the backline under that Sniper, which is exactly what you want. It's going to force Sniper to go for a very early Hurricane Pike / Concussive Grenade, which really lowers his damage output. So I'm a fan of the Agnum Scepter first item this game. It also gives you a little bit more tankiness that punishes enemies that try to dive onto the Snapfire.
Ooh, Gunner.
I mean, they're going to go for
He's
him.
in danger. There's the field. Glimpse is online if he wants to use it. Gunner's half HP turns on Panda Boo. Panda Boo's dead. But the big kill goes to Evil Geniuses. They bring down the mid sniper, #1 net worth hero in the game.
Yeah.
A valiant sacrifice from the great Panda Boo.
Man is just given, you know? He gives too much.
He gave the goal to his team, though. I mean, he's here for his team. He knows his role.
Is under attack.
It's his job. He's paid money to do this.
Yeah.
He's paid money to die at the tower and die to get kills for his mid laner.
Oh, by the way, if there's any Panda Boo fans watching, he was asking how I got my Captain Bamboo Courier. Panda Boo, if you win a major this year, I'll give it to you.
Ooh.
I won
Meanwhile,
that thing in a
top lane.
contest. It wasn't easy to get.
Is under attack.
We're seeing Tusk in danger, by the way. He has Snow. Is he actually walking away? Okay, he's walking away. I think you might be losing a courier, brother. Here's what. Is there 2 majors or 3 majors this year?
There's 3. TI also counts as a major. If you win TI, you can have it.
I like his odds of winning at least one of those 4. I think they're a very, very good team, so I like the odds.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I'm concerned, EG wins 1 major, NA wins 3 majors, I'd be happy. That's what I want.
What about Nouns? The Nouns
They
for
can have
NA,
one.
right?
Yeah,
The
they can
NA
have one of them.
representative.
Wait, 3-man smoke gank. They want to go on Yamsun. Big kill on Sven if they find it. Snowball comes forward. Gunner is backing him up. But Yamsun will be left to die. The shards are there on Gunner. Bolton dies an absolute disaster. Silence comes in from Pandaboo. The sharpshooter will bring down Matthew. But 2 for a Tusk support. Not a good trade for Nouns.
No. I mean, they keep on finding kills off in this Sven. They're just shutting down his game super hard. Despite the fact that the sniper is sitting at the top of net worth, you've a great cleave to work with. Pause coming out. We have a little bit of time to talk about it. Packet loss. Very unlucky. Anyways, the time that Sven is supposed to be snowballing like super far ahead here at this stage in the game. Despite that, they keep on finding kills on him. He is 0-4 right now. Even the kills that like they try to hand off to him, like when we saw Lilith with the body blocks up at the top, Dire tier 1. He couldn't end up securing that one. Raindrop ended up saving him. Lilith had to take that kill. He gets found by Mortimer Kisses that first time thanks to that ward that they placed. It's just like taking death after death here. So doesn't have time to come online, and I'm worried that he's not going to at this point. I was really concerned about how the first like 15 minutes of the game would go. If Sven would manage to find farm, I don't think he's going to. So with him not being a very big threat, it means that they can dive sniper kind of uncontested.
I mean, maybe it's hard. I mean, they'll do what they can, obviously, to keep Gunner alive, but we're gonna need 4 staffs. We're gonna need a lot to get the sniper not dead at this point.
We're going to need pipe, and I think that is what Moo is going to work on next.
You got Vanguard currently, Hood in quick buy, certainly turnable into a pipe afterwards. So we will see. We will see. Ideally, you can get Yamsun over to the bottom lane, but this T1 tower, it's alive minute 13. And EG have made a very conscious effort to keep this T1 alive when most teams often struggle to do so. So, Matthew, he's in moderate danger. Pulverize comes through. Lels falls up on the bushwhack. Oh, no, he missed it! Sharpshooter will be there, I believe barely in the right time. No, he misses it! He'll punch up Moo. The assassinate comes through from Sniper, and eventually Matthew will die. Took a long time to do it, which bought time for EG to hit that middle T1 tower. It's down to 1/3 HP, and it's about to die, it appears.
Yeah, they've committed a lot of abilities for this one. God Strike's still on cooldown on the EM, so I'm not sure they're going to be able to save this tower. So you finally go on the tusk, but it takes you so long you lose your tower. So this gives EG extra control of the map.
It is a trade of towers. Why are you laughing so hard, though? What's giggling making you giggle?
I just noticed something that I didn't notice before.
How did you notice?
It doesn't matter.
Is it the one that's the thing that's covered by the overlay right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, the very accurate team logo.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
BTS has got you, EG. Don't worry.
It's true. It's true. We do have you. They have the in-game banners. If you look at the mid lane where the 2 EG banners are, that one's good to go. So
what?
The viewers don't even know.
That is weird then.
I think there's like we're seeing a smoke gank is for poor Husky. He's likely dead. Perhaps it'll be Moo instead. Panda leads the way. Whisper places the ward for the vision. Ice shard glimpse, but Moo gets away. They're still hunting. Gets the uproar off in time. He gobbles up and tosses in the tusk. Moo turns to the pulverize. Veno is the man who's getting stunned, but it's Moo somehow still alive.
Yeah.
Eventually he'll inevitably die with the trade.
Oh!
Not enough damage. Whisper's still there. The Ironwood branches saved his life. And now EG with 1 kill in hand head over to Husky. Onto the T2 bottom. They care not about the armor aura being given. 2 down for Nouns, 1 support, 1 core, and EG. They're doing the PPD lines. That's how you know they're popping off.
Nothing pops off like PPD after all. With that, I mean, I start to fall further behind. No, not good. I think Yamsun was sitting on the hill on the other side, hoping that Whisper would move back into them. He'd be able to finish him off, but man just, heals himself up. Thanks to Spirit Vessel. Thanks to the sort of defiance that he has. Teamfight's now going their way. They try to find Jensen, manages to dodge this one out, which is good. I mean, again, this man needs all the space in the world, but he's not closing this net worth the other cores have over him at the moment. And now Gunner's
Mid
falling
lane.
off, and it's about to get worse.
Husk. Oh no, poor Gunner. Poor Gunner. And we're not done yet. They had the Lelis, who will attempt the sharpshooter. Snowball's delaying Lelis. Oh, he got it off when he died, so it's a 2-for-1 so far. Now Husky, the new target, is being chased by 3. He's half HP, glimpsed back by Pandaboo. Hooks his turn to Yamsun, North focus on the carry. Mamu onslaughts in, heading with a pulverize on to Whisper. Yamsun will run away over to Husky. He's somehow still alive. Eventually he'll take down the Venom's damage. Moo will get away. So it ends up being a 3-for-1. Definitely a win for the side of Evil Geniuses.
Yep, now up 4K net worth, so things falling apart. Sven doesn't have time to finish off his BKB. They're getting kited around in these team fights. Very easy to get on top of this sniper thanks to that early Aghanim Scepter from the Snapfire. I seem to have all the solutions to the draft on the side of Nouns.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Oh, we're not done yet. At the buy camp, it's Panda and Pockets. They toss in with the gobble up. Matthews in the back lines. Gunner has been found. Pandaboo will die. The trade could be a disaster. Stormbolt comes through. Pulverize on top. She smiles half HP. EG's Matthews
huge save by Lelis.
Hey,
oh my god.
3-4-0.
Is under attack.
Lelis.
Dyer's
He
bottom
turned it around.
Yeah, he's waiting for that one. Throws the bushwhack at the moment the Snapfire tries to come in.
I was not prepared for Nouns to win the fight in
Last
that fashion. What a fantastic execution there.
Yeah.
Dyer's
So,
bottom tower.
I mean, that would have been a huge one for them on EG had they managed to find that kill off in the Gunner. I mean, they're executing this one right. They're jumping the backline, they're throwing the Tusk onto him, but he couldn't finish him off that time. And with the Snapfire coming in on the backline, that save there by Lelis, they couldn't finish off Gunner. Now, he's going to be a little bit tankier. He's building up his BKB next. He realizes he doesn't have time to finish up the Hurricane Pike and other damage items. He needs to be able to stand his ground as they run at him on the backside.
Perhaps EG a little overzealous taking that fight without Pakas. I mean, despite Nouns being down, money-wise, if 9.6k net worth is not at the fight, then suddenly Nouns are ahead in net worth in terms of fight net worth, you know?
Yep.
Husky, he's going for a bit of a bold gambit, possibly to ward, but he will certainly die for it. The kill goes to Matthew, that's the one silver lining rather than going to Pakas, but... Well, problem is, you know where Husky died? Not too far from our good friend, Roshan. He's back, he's still festive, but he's not long for life.
Makes it way too easy to set up around the pit, and I don't think they realize that they're going into Roshan here. They instead thought they were like making a run up for the top lane, but with the Venomancer, with the Chaos, I think the Lifesteal gives them Lucky Strike. Makes it pretty easy to scare this one.
Okay, look at the Santa hat now. You see it, right? You saw it? It's bouncing around.
I know, I missed it. I turned my eyes towards bottom lane where...
Speaking of bottom lane, yeah, Moo will escape. Pandaboo looked for the glimpse play, but could not catch the vision.
He's gonna get out now.
Good escape there from Moo. He's still working on... Wait, he's not going for the fight, going for a Mage Slayer, it appears. Is that correct? Where's this courier? It's a Mage Slayer.
That's interesting. Is someone else going for the pipe?
I don't see any right now in terms of these... Oh, we're seeing a mech on Husky, so no pipe currently.
Interesting. I mean...
So, explain to me this Mage Slayer on Uchiran. He's being gone on right now. We'll have to ignore that thought for the time being. He's onslaughting away. Snowballs did not connect with the stun. Punch up, brought down, but he's in that bring down. He has a pulverize on Matthew. Bushwhack comes through, Sharpshooter to follow, but a silence will be there on Gunner. Gunner's manning up right now. It's currently a 1-for-2 in EG's favor. They want to bring down Gunner, but Gunner's still life-stealing and man-fighting. Gobble up, brings into the fight under the Q3 tower. But Pakas arrives! The big Chaos Knight with a big crit to bring down Gunner. That's a 3-for-1 in favor of EG once again. And well,
Good to be this good.
Dyer's
it's not a
bottom
lost
tower
game yet for now,
is
but it's currently a game where they're going to make some big plays to get back into it.
5k net with advantage right now for EG. It is getting kind of rough. It does, again, get easier once the BKB is up on the sniper, and they can kind of defend when they jump on their back.
Johnson, he's been caught farming.
No BKB on him either, so he's just dead. Another kill going their way.
Another one of the Pakas as well. He's 11.3k net worth, far ahead of any of these Nouns heroes.
Yeah, EG just isn't giving them the time right now to do anything, and with that, I mean, maybe this is why Moo ended up going for the Mage Slayer instead of the pipe. Just doesn't have the time to finish up a pipe, and he knows that the game is going to be pretty slow at this point for his team if he goes for this pipe. He knows that he needs an item to fight right now, to make up for the fact that the BKBs are still on the way on the Sven and on the sniper. So Mage Slayer is what's going to get them there, maybe, because the pipe would come out around the same time as the BKBs, and yes, she'll be very strong when that happens, but that's when that happens, which is still a couple minutes away, even longer if you keep on taking losing fights. So you need something at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, this mid T2 tower is definitely dead. And, I mean, EG are likely going to do the standard macro level play in terms of the way the map's approached. They're eventually going to take these T2 towers with the first Aegis and then just play, the buy camp on the east side of the map, play the east side of this dire jungle, and just try to choke out Nouns as much as they can. And I'm sure eventually, a Nouns hero or two will escape the blockade, but unless Nouns can take a team fight on their terms, kill some EG heroes, get some map control, eventually EG will simply outfarm Nouns.
Well, that is not good starting a fight on their terms. Everything that they do right now is just going to be reactionary to EG. Like, you have so many ways of starting the fight. You have Gobble Up, you have Tusk. Well, he's almost got his blink there. He doesn't quite have it. But you can snowball them. You can run Disruptor at somebody by glimpsing them back. Like, there's so many different ways to begin team fights. You have to wait for them to come at you and take a defensive fight.
I guess the fight on their terms then is not fight.
Yeah.
Their terms are just, I'm not going to fight you. I'm going to farm as much as I can. Hopefully I won't die doing so. We've seen a number of deaths farming for Nouns, but again, despite their deaths, we need the money more than we need to be alive, so we're back to farming. Whew, man, this is a situation where... How much time left on the Aegis? A little over 2 minutes. And man, with it, Pakaz is walking up into the dire buy camp. He blinks forward, but he's stunned twice, once by Bushback, once by Ice Path, into the third stun from Stormbolt. About half HP, beginning to walk away. This team has arrived, mostly for Panda so he'll back off now.
You don't want to fight into it with Pakaz's any teammates here, and with the Aegis, you're even less inclined to do so.
They want C Smile. They're trying to sneak past Whisper. Smoke, it's not broken. They barely got away. They could get away with murder, possibly. They know the target. It is that C Smile Snapfire, but he has a BKB. It's a very hard kill to get. Meanwhile, top lane, we're seeing Moo being gone on. Back to the bottom lane. C-Smile gets away. He walks to the north. Back to the top lane again. Moo will onslaught forward to Panda Boo, but in comes Matthew with the snowball. Bringing both towards Moo. He's silenced by the Static Storm. Already half HP. Has no BQ to have that Mage Slayer resistance. Matthew's trying to run him down. Moo is a very fast man. Gobble Up from C-Smile brings Panda even further into the glimpse range. Now, Moo eventually dies in the top lane. Back to bottom lane. It's Whisper, entirely alone. Nouns know it, and they need this kill. Stormbolt, God Strength, Sharpshooter. They unleash everything they can, and they will bring down EG's very own Whisper.
So they find something, but they do have to give up Moo.
We're not done yet. Oh no, it's Yamsun dead. Not the death they wanted. Panda and Pakaz are fairly low. Perhaps Panda will... He's still not dead. He's the raindrops. He has the raindrops, neph. And now Pakaz. He's going for a BKB Gunner. Gunner stands his ground. Pakaz high five.
Oh my god, the lifesteal!
Gunner gets 1 life. The problem is there's still 1 more life and plenty of EG teammate at his side. Down goes Gunner. Another death on the side of Nouns. A triple kill for the best carry alive. And well... He's 13k net worth. He is popping off right now.
The late game raindrops, the standing his ground. I mean, he got away with murder there on Pakaz. That was absolutely insane lifesteal that he got. He got the talent forward as well. I'm surprised he went for this against the sniper instead of the reality rift pull distance.
He knows his own style.
Yeah, it pays off. I mean, man obviously knows what he's doing.
Structures are fortified.
Without that lifesteal, there's no way he does that much damage to the sniper. Maybe sniper gets away at that point. He finds the kill way faster than maybe TPs immediately after that. While his BKB still going off before the Tusk gets there. Made it rough for him. Top lane, Whisper.
I don't think there's no TP cancel, right? There's no way.
There is no TP cancel, but there's Tusk coming.
Oh no! All right, how fast is Matthew? He's got 375 move speed. He has a blink in 3. Oh no, it's gonna cancel just in time. Oh no, he didn't! What a great escape from Moo. Meanwhile, bottom lane, the fight breaks out over there as well. Mortis has come in. Pakaz unleashes. He wants Lelis. He's trying to fight on Sniper as well. They're both inside the Static Storm, brought down by the overwhelming damage from EG. So it's already Sniper and Hoodwink dead. Pakaz remains alive. Left the armlet toggle, perhaps? Perhaps not. Regardless, 2 more kills for EG. The net worth lead extends to 10k, and we're not done yet. Blink in by Matthew. Shards on Moo. He'll escape it with the onslaught. Panda was not in range of the glimpse. But again, there's one more. I mean, we're not getting any like truly massive fight wins for EG, but they're getting moderately sized fight wins over and over and over and over and over again. It's death by 1,000 cuts. We're a cut, what, cut 200 at this point?
Yeah. I mean, again, the aggression coming in from EG is great. They go on to Gunner again while his BKB is still on cooldown. And 8 seconds left when they bring him down there. Sven finishes his up now, but unfortunately he just doesn't have the damage to put behind that BKB. He's got, he disassembled his Echo Saber in order to get it, and he can spend part of the duration trying to walk at these heroes and get kited around. Does Venno have his Thingo yet? He does not.
Oh, I want you to avoid looking at Venno's inventory. At the bottom left item in that inventory. It's not your favorite item.
It's fine.
Not your favorite item.
I'm not sure if that's good or not right now. They've got reasonable ways of clearing it out with their heroes on Nouns. The physical damage reduction against the Sven seems good, though. I think that item is okay against Sven.
In comes Matthew once again, this time on Husky. Husky uses the mech. He's pump baking spells. He'll ice path Matthew before he dies, trying to delay his death. But again, the keyword there is delay. Meme over to Pakaz. He jumps on Lelis. Lelis pushbacks in time, but well, EG arrives with more. Panda and C-Smile right behind to bring down Lelis. Over to Gunner, meanwhile. He's being gone on by Matthew. He's manning up. He'll certainly kill Tusk. But can he fight further? He BKBs in time. Hitting Pakaz. Pakaz has the illusions. The crit. No! Yamso is cleaving at this point. Pakaz is trying to man fight. He's low on HP. He might die here. He is dead here. It's time to scatter. Seaside Milo south. Whisper to the west. He's going in the trees. But Nouns run him down. Onslaught forward. C-Smile. But he kills Gunner actually on C-Smile. Back to the north side. Whisper still man fighting. He's low on HP. Yamson is dead. Whisper is dead. C-Smile, after killing Gunner, still alive, going to Moo. He gobbles up and brings in Panda Boo. Moo has all the spells in 3 seconds. C-Smile BKBs. Moo's half HP. Moo has the uproar. He's still man fighting. C-Smile TPs. Moo missed the onslaught. I think it was still BKB on C-Smile. Back to Panda. There's a nice path. He's low on HP. Trampled down by Moo. The sharpshooter from a respawning hoodwink finishes the fight. A rough fight at the start, but Nouns turn it around. They get a lot of XP from killing Pakaz.
Yep, that BKB reveal on the Sven, I think, really clutched that one out for him. He was able to walk right in the middle of the heroes, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, the Phantasm Illusions just got stunned immediately and nearly wiped out as soon as he tried to get on the sniper. It was just kind of unfortunate timing coming up from Pakaz. So awesome reaction there for Yamson, finally able to contribute something to this game. BKB was just so important. So that fight, Disruptor Alt not able to accomplish anything, unfortunately. And it's going to continue to be a little bit hard for Panda Boo for the next bit, up until he can get himself like an Aghanim Scepter, but we're a long way off that item.
Yeah, he's about 3/4 of the Aghanim Scepter away from an Aghanim Scepter gold-wise, so it's going to be a while. What's Matthew? He's hunting around. I don't know what he plans on. Oh, he has teammates coming. He'll Ice Shard's Gunner, but... Gunner's
got his BKB back up, so he's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it scared him a little bit, but he is alive. Meanwhile, mid lane, see a 3-man unit from Nouns running at Panda Boo. Ice Path, Storm Bolt, God Strength, Assassinate from long range, canceled. But it does not matter. Panda Boo's dead. They had the Whisper once again. Force forward on Moo to pulverize the Venomancer. C-Smile will cook Matthew away. Practice coordination on that one. Sharpshooter hits on the Venomancer. He's half HP. Gobbles up, sends Matthew into the fight. More kisses
Nice
are on the way.
dodge.
Husky the target. Husky's already dead, but Yamson TP's away. Moo will onslaught away. Over to Gunner. He's still man fighting. Still right clicking. Bringing down Whisper. Bringing down Matthew. A 3rd kill for Nouns. In Nouns, 2 fights in a row. That's a big sign of life.
I mean, they don't manage to get the mid of the position. So they don't manage to, get the Snapfire or the carry, but they manage to find everybody else.
It's more to save Gunner's life. And now he's looking to headshot.
He
C-Smile pushback from long range.
still got PTB on Gunner.
Reaction time. C-Smile is dead, and Pakaz is fighting a
Illusions
1v3
is
right
dead.
now. Oh, at this point, it's Pakaz trying to TP. There is no cancel. There's no cancel at this point. But still, C-Smile dead. Nouns alive. Another fight win.
What is that? Husky with the ward that he placed, I think in the middle of the fight before that one. Saves Gunner's life. They find the kill onto him. They clear out the illusions instantly. Now they're just outmaneuvering them on the map. And They're going to wrap behind the tier 1 tower. Yeah, they're not done.
Give them an inch, it's like a mile. They see Panda Boo and Matthew in the low ground, I think. Grabs Nop. Their smoke did pop.
Yeah, they see.
Now they're under a radiant
They know that
onslaught
moves
as
behind
well.
them, and they're going to know the rest of the team is with them. So smart moves by EG. They move back behind the tower, get a good angle on them, and they're going to move away. I don't
Guess who's alive?
like this. I don't think you should go into Roche.
Seems like they don't like it. Oh, they're going in. Our good friend Roshan's back alive. Second of the game.
This could be
Aegis and
disastrous.
Shard. Uh-oh. Ice Shards are in. Roshan's half HP. Nouns.
They got to go.
They're going for a real big play. They're committing for it.
Venom
Gale.
still on cooldown for 10 seconds. You don't want to lose Venom before you can drop that.
It's secured. Aegis to Gunner. Stormbolt comes through. Panda has been stunned, and Panda will get brought down. Pushback on 2, but in comes Pakas. Gobbled up into the fight, going on Wells, but he forces away, distracting CK. Snowball goes through. Husky is invis. He inevitably will die. But if Nouns retreat with the remainder of their team, correction, the remainder but Lelis as well. So it'll be 2 supports dead on Nouns side. They get 1 support in Roshan in exchange. A win for Nouns.
Yeah, I mean, you find 2 heroes, you get the Aegis, you stop EG from being able to grab it. I think you're fine with that. EG aren't able to force anything off of this either. You know, top lane is being shoved in, mid lane you're not gonna be able to break high ground at the moment against a sniper and a primal. So, yeah, definitely a win there for Nouns. Now we're
saying
still
earlier.
7k in favor of EG though.
I was saying earlier, we need some big plays from Nouns, and they have delivered. They have given us big plays. They're bandaging their wounds. You know who got the shard? Was the sniper? It was, okay. Free Aghanim shard for the concussive grenade for Gunner. A big pickup as well.
Yeah, he was gonna build this against the CK eventually, anyways. Like every time the CK gets thrown at him, or like tries to pop a phantasm on him, boom, concussive grenade comes out, pushes everybody back a little bit, give you distance, and it disarms everything for a moment. So you'll have a second to not die, then trade with the Chaos Knight. Usually, your team's gonna be able to clear out the phantasm illusions while they're disarmed like that.
It's one of those things you can rely on Gunner to react.
Okay.
Ooh.
Daedalus
Daedalus.
on the Snapfire. This guy's cool.
He's not quite at that 25 talent for the multi-shot, but he has a 20 talent for uses attack damage.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot of damage.
He didn't get the extra little shredder attacks though. He get the fire snap cookie cooldown.
He gets one of those like judgment calls, like, oh wait, I have 4,000 gold. I can buy a Daedalus. I can buy most of it. Like, oh, gobble up, tosses in over to Moo. Moo, the target's already half HP. He Lotus orbed himself, but could not stop his death. He's dead for 70 seconds. Perhaps EG will get a tower or even another pickoff out of that one. They're running towards Gunner and Yamsun.
Getting a tower isn't easy, but Moo is your hero that kind of sits in front and deals with the initiation from EG.
If the lanes were in a better spot, there would be definitely a T2 top killed. But look at the wave. It's at the Radiant Tier 2 tower. That's a full lane away from the other tower.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lane worth of lane distance.
It sure is, buddy.
Eventually Moo will respawn and we'll get back to our regularly scheduled 5v5 gameplay. At this point now, I'm saying, you know what, we need some map back. Let's go to the buy camp. I think looking at their vision, they saw some. Yeah, they're seeing at the very least Sea Smile at the Radiant buy camp, but they got some more map space to get some farm, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's a butterfly on
Yeah,
Gunner.
we
fully
just
finished, by the
completed
way.
it.
Disassembled the Mask of Madness. Yeah.
Yeah, for the quarterstaff in order to finish that one off. So, in the event that the CK gets on top of him, again, the sniper's going to be very scary. He can stand his ground against him quite well with the concussive grenade and the butterfly.
From Nouns, we find Matthew. He blinks back in time. Stormbolt will be there. Sharpshooter will miss, but Nouns pursue. They want the tusk. Chaos Bolt stuns Yamsa. You not want to PKB that one. Onslaught's dodge, but snowball. And in come EG. Husky the target. He's demolished. The trade will be for Matthew, it appears. Brought down by Yamsun. Panda Boo silences on Moo, but Yamsun is brought down by Pakas. Too much damage. Part of that reality of now it's time for Nouns to scatter. Lelis and Moo, they are in danger, but Gunner is one strong man. He is right-clicking right now. Lelis to fall, Moo to fall, but Gunner, he's not strong enough to fight in this 1v5. He will lose one life. He'll grenade away
He's
everybody.
by himself.
He's going to be in a big problem when he respawns. He is dead again. That's a full 5-man wipe from EG, and that's their
Alright.
first truly resounding team fight win of the game.
Yeah, okay. That was pretty sick by Matthew. He managed to bait him out for long enough for the entire team to catch up and for Nouns' formation to just completely break. They definitely got baited by him there.
That's a 6-for-1. That's never ideal.
Yeah. Torn apart there. And
We managed to get our hopes up for Nouns. We really did.
yeah.
We believed.
Unfortunately, I think like it was immediately after the God's Strength ended, Warcry ended, CK just turns on him, blows him up. Doesn't have enough armor at that point. Assault Grass, it makes it even harder. And as it tear through these tier 3 towers, it'll probably get 1 Rax here.
I was gonna ask, what's the damage gonna be? Just 1 Rax?
Yeah. They're gonna hold the fortified, see if they try to commit for another Rax, but EG, if they're smart, they'll back off. You try to get anything more here, you could
You
lose
see
a
that
lot.
force F from Matthew? That was a very good force F from Matthew, CFC Smile. You know, they're still respecting the ability for Sniper to fight once he's back in the game as well.
I mean, doesn't
So-
do a ton of damage, unfortunately. Like, he was not really hurting the CK with all the armor the CK has.
I want you to turn your attention to the inventory of EG's middle laner, C-Smile, aka Chris Luck. He has an
Yes.
MKB.
The man just, has a lot of damage.
Jesus. If you are a Nouns fan, you are not happy seeing this man, this hoodwink, with this much damage. And he's not even at the 25 talent. Once he has that 25 talent, he'll be an absolute menace. And he's already a menace, but he'll become an absolute menace.
Yeah, and at that point, you get the multi-shot, you get a blink there, you just hop in the middle of a team fight, and usually kill like 1 to 2 people as you jump in. It's very sick.
Absolutely. I mean, if you are playing the hoodwink, it's something you definitely look forward to. Bottom lane, Blink Storm Bolt on Pakaz. But the fight is split right now. EG are bringing in the cavalry. Pulverize on Pakaz, about half HP, can still BKB. He'll BKB, running around, looks for the TP, and will get it off in time. The remainder of EG begin to run. Damson's forced forward, but he's inside the kinetic field. So a clean retreat for the side of EG. They lose the BKB, but they lose no heroes.
Well, now they'll back off. I don't believe that you're really needing to take a fight for the next minute here on EG. I think they're going to play it safe, set up around the pit, grab the next Roshan, and then try to break high ground after that. Because right now you control the map. There's no point in trying to push high ground, risk dying, and giving up control of the Roche pit before the next respawn.
So it seems like Nouns are beginning to inch forward towards that Roshan pit area. They've retaken their own outpost.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting some wards and sentries up when they're able to, so they're getting ready to at least hold this high ground area for the inevitable third Roshan situation. That's, of course, the biggest objective on both teams' mind. It will be an Aegis. It will be a shard. It'll either be a free Aghanim Scepter or a free Refresher Shard. Either way, massive, massive spoils. Perhaps game-winning spoils for either team. Especially for EG, who are looking to close out this game. Taking those Roshan items is a big deal.
Yep.
Meanwhile, our jungle, okay. Gobble Up sends Panda inside the team fight, but they're not committing entirely. But Pakaz goes in the backlines, looking for Gunnar, but in comes Yamsun, looking to save. Gunnar is dropping, but he gets away! Pakaz is still man fighting, looking for Yamsun. He brings down Yamsun, and now it seems over moves to the left side of the fight. Whisper and the 3-man Nova. Oh no, Nouns are collapsing right now. 3 down. Svel's the fourth staff himself. Matthew finds Gunnar as well. Oh no, an absolute disaster. 5 dead, a triple kill for C-Smile. And Nouns lack the buybacks. Jakiro has used his, Sven has his, but no hoodwink, no sniper, no primal beast, and there may be no game. And toss Panda into the fountain! Oh my!
He managed to survive it, but now they're dying. Oh, Husky's still alive.
No. They bring him outside the fountain. Yamsun is dieback. Please.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
at this
fountain
point,
camping him
yeah.
here. That's it. Husky calls it. He taps out. GG. EG.
At that point, it's umpire controller, dog. You gotta leave that one.
Yeah. EG. Excellent showing here in game number 1. Looked a little bit dicey back and forth. Now started to outplay them around the map, but EG managed to regain momentum of the game. So impressive stuff by them. This new roster continuing to look pretty good here.
Yeah, I mean, Nouns played pretty well, but EG, I mean, they had a draft that both of us thought could really execute, and they executed very well. I mean, it takes a lot to beat this EG course, given the tenure and the skill on these players. So it's very hard. And again, I think if you're Nouns, which you literally are Nouns, you're saying, you know what, we played pretty well. We regroup for game 2. We come back. We're a good team. We can beat them potentially. And, it's one game at a time, right?
Yeah. So hopefully they manage to recover from this one. I mean, it could have gone worse. They did pretty well a number of times, but towards the end of the game, it really felt like Primal Beast wasn't contributing a whole lot. He was forced to go these awkward items to get time for his allies to finish up BKBs. Sven definitely got shut down in the jungle. I think, just that Mortimer kiss that came up from Snapfire, thanks to the vision that Matthew and Whisper ended up planting there before, really shut down his game. So maybe a little bit more focus on securing Amson's game in game number 2. We'll see.
At this point, we are going to cut to a break before game number 2 of EG taking on Nouns. I'm Badger. I'm joined by neph, and I know I'm excited for game number 2.
Yeah, I am too. We'll go to a short break before we hop into the lobby, I believe. But that is going to be it. We'll see you guys in a 5-10 minute break before we hop into game number 2. Stay tuned.